But if you really want to hear our views, you haven't done nothing. Jackson 5 the on the way. They say doo-doo up, hey, doo-doo up, oh, doo-doo up, woo, da-da-dum, doo-doo up, woo, ha-ha. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with the new video representing R&B the right way, raw, uncut, and just the right way. You know what I'm saying? But as you can see, I came in with the timeless record by Stevie Wonder, and I'm talking about You Haven't Done Nothing. And I came in with that song for two reasons. For two reasons. Number one, the song is relatable about what's going on in our world right now. And y'all know, like, the craziness that's going on with politics and things like that. And for, you know, when people talk about timeless music, this song really gives you the definition of what timeless really means, because this song Stevie Wonder made back in 1974 when he was talking about what was going on in our world and things that was going on in the political party with our presidents and all this kind of stuff. And it's crazy that in 2018 we're still talking about the same thing. And I mean, now we're talking about it even more now, because it's really crucial. You know what I'm saying? And all the shade you could take with it. It is what it is. But you know, it just shows you what timeless music really is. People, it's like, oh my God, this is classic. And you know, for me, I really, when people say that word, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, do they really know what that means? And will these songs in 15 and 20 years, could we really be able to listen to it? You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the reasons why I came into with You Haven't Done Nothing. And the second reason is because this Saturday, I just went to a Stevie Wonder tribute party. And thanks to my sister Elise, yo, she brought the tickets, and listen, y'all, me and her had an amazing time. Like, I literally danced my life away. I'm telling you, yo, my knees was hurting, you know what I'm saying? But it was all to the good, you know what I'm saying? I had me an amazing time, and it just shows you, it showed me that what music can really do. It was, you know, it started at really, you could be over 21, but it was just like, from 21 on up, different races, different, you know, just different everything. And it just shows that music can bring people together. You know what I'm saying? And that was just a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? It was like, whatever worries that you had in your life, you didn't even have to worry about it at this party. You just danced. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a beautiful thing. And what I really liked about this tribute party is they was just playing nothing but Stevie. And I'm talking about, you know, songs he wrote, he produced, you know, people using the sample. Like, it was bananas. And what I really liked is, yes, he was playing the hits, you know what I'm saying? But he was also playing album cuts. Like, he played Black Man off of Songs of the Key of Life. He was playing Jesus, Children of America. He played that. You know what I'm saying? He even went back to the 60s, y'all. Like 60s Stevie, when he wasn't producing it and things like that. And he was playing Hey Love, and he played, you know, Fingertips, and he played Everything's Alright, Uptight, and I Was Made the Lover. And then, you know, by the time he got into the 70s, you know, everybody was losing their mind, especially when he played You Haven't Done Nothing and Living for the City and Superstition. And it was just amazing, because Stevie got hits for days. And then when he went to the 80s, you know, it was all about the change in music, but Stevie was still rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? With, you know, Do I Do. Like, when he played that, the crowd lost it. You know what I'm saying? It was just an amazing thing. So if you guys ever get the chance to go to, it was the Stevie Wonder tribute party, and this one was DJ Spinner. And if you ever get the chance to go, I definitely recommend it, because you will really get your complete life, because I know I did. So again, I have to thank my sister Elise for getting those tickets and for me enjoying myself. And again, it just showed that what music can do, and music is so powerful, because it was no drama, and whatever drama problems that you were dealing with, you just brought it to the dance floor and just danced with everybody. So that was the reason why I came in with Stevie Wonder. But enough of that, y'all. I am back with new current R&B bangers. Now, if you're new to Junior's World of Soul, current R&B bangers is all about giving signed and unsigned R&B artists a platform for their music to get heard. You know, right now R&B is not really getting respected in the mainstream world, and people don't know the difference between R&B and hip hop. So it's just crazy that we have all these artists that make good music and they're not getting it heard. So I said, for me as an R&B lover, I was like, you know what? I want to create a platform where people get their music heard, so people can stop saying that R&B is dead, because it's not. It's alive and well. It's just the fact that, you know, mainstream America is just not pushing R&B so like they used to. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, for me, when you complain about it and you just sit on, you know, your social media and say this is not right, do something. You know what I'm saying? Just do something. And for me, I couldn't sit there and keep talking about it. I was just like, I'm going to do something to create a platform for, you know, R&B signed and unsigned, just to get their music heard. And, you know, word of mouth. That's just a, you know, hey, if this is what we have to do, this is what we have to do. So, again, current R&B bangers for real is just giving you 4 to 6 bangers that I talk about every week. And this week, I actually have 4 bangers this week. And so hopefully after you guys hear them, you enjoy them and you support them, and you support them by streaming. Streaming is it, y'all. Like, it took me forever to kind of get on board with the streaming, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I was the type that loves to go to the record store and purchase it. I still do that, but streaming is it. Like, when it comes out, you just go to your phone, your Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, whatever you have, and stream it. And we just got to show that, you know, these big top kahunas, and like, listen, R&B is alive and well. People still want it, and you can still push it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we need some younger people that really love R&B and really understand the essence of it, and get them in, you know, them big chairs with these record labels, so they can understand and listen, R&B is alive and well. It's in the DNA of all music. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna get in no rant. I'm gonna just get into this. Like I said, I got 4 this week. We're going to start with the legend. I'm talking about Miss Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey's with an S. Shout out to the Scorpion Show. I give that to them, because you know how they don't get their respect, and they stuff is all over TV and they ain't giving no credit. That was definitely shade. But Mariah released her new album, Caution, and about 3 weeks ago I talked about her joint, The Distance, and that was with Ty Dolla $ign. And the joint is a banger. So if you guys haven't heard The Distance, let me give y'all a little sample, and here we go. Fire, daddy, you couldn't go the distance. Fire, look at us, we're going the distance. Nice little bop, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's dope. It's a smooth little bop, you know what I'm saying? Still got that current sound to it, you know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like Mariah can do a song like this, and she can pull it off like no other. You know what I'm saying? So I found it dope. But again, she released the album Caution, and when I listened to it, I actually enjoyed it. And you know why I enjoyed it? Because I felt like Mariah just went into the studio and just was making music, and she connected to, you know, the young ones. You know what I'm saying? But she still went and just had fun, because I think now it's not about having #1 records and all this. Mariah's a legend, you know what I'm saying? Her catalog is ridiculous. So now she just can go in and just make good music, and I think she just went in and had a good time and worked with some young artists, and, you know, and collaborated, and I think it was a great album, you know what I'm saying? And the fans will definitely enjoy it, and that's what it's all about. Instead of, you know, chasing #1s and doing all this, and it's all about the Billboard. No. Just make good music, and hey, if your fans like it and you enjoy it, that's all that matters, because at least you don't lose your artistic integrity like a lot of these artists do. No shade. He just brought out the album A. But anyway, Mariah got some heat on this. The joint A No, which I realized she should do a remix with Lil' Kim, for real. Because everybody, when she brought out the song, everybody was like, yo, she should do this remix with Lil' Kim. I think that would be dope, you know what I'm saying? And throw a couple of daggers at a couple of people. But, of course, The Distance, 8th Grade, Caution, and I do like Portrait. I think that's a deep, deep record. And one thing about Mariah, her last songs are always very, very personal. You know what I'm saying? And, but this song that I'm going to talk about now, I feel like it's a hit. It's a knock. Like, really, mainstream can really get onto this if they push it. You know what I'm saying? Push it like a Cardi B record. You know what I'm saying? This is, I forgot what label is she on, if I'm not mistaken. Is she on Def Jam or Universal? I'm not sure, but put them promo dollars behind this record. And you got Gunna on it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a hit, and I like it. The joint is called Stay Long, Love You, and it's just a nice bop. And this is his first joint of current R&B banger, so here we go. Woo! You really, really wanna. Woo! Woo! Oh, that joint make you want to move, man. That joint is dope. You know what I'm saying? And Gunna kind of did his nice little verse on there. You know what I'm saying? But come on, when you hear this, you can't tell me you're not ready to move. Like, Mariah got a banger with this joint. If the label pushed this joint and we can get a video and all that, I think this record can be like a top 10 on the pop charts for real. But listen, I'm going to have to pause this for a minute because I don't want to shade the legend. You know what I'm saying? Because Mariah can throw back some classy shade. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be shady. But if we get a video for this, Mariah, if we get a video for this, please have the director put some of those moves in slow motion. Like, keeping it real. Because we just don't want this. You know how you do. And at least give us what we did for the Honey video. Because you was going off like this. You know, you did your thing with that. You know what I'm saying? That didn't have to be in slow motion. But, you know, there was a couple of shots where you were doing some stuff and it had to be in slow motion. You know what I mean? Because come on, no shade, but come on, Mariah. But this song, Stay Long Love You, is a dope, dope record, y'all. But listen, go check out her album, Caution. Tell me what y'all think about it. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the comment section. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me your favorite songs. And, yeah, so check out Caution. But Stay Long Love You is a banger. And that's why I talked about it. And that's the first joint on current R&B bangers. All right, so the next artist is coming from a singing fool. Singing fool, and I'm talking about Avery Johnson. Not Avery Johnson. Avery Wilson. I hate when I do that. Avery Wilson. And now he is one of my favorite male vocalists right now. Like, he is gifted. You know what I'm saying? That dude is gifted. It's like you can sing, but you can also be gifted. And he is gifted. You know what I'm saying? And he just did the Terrell show, which I'll put Terrell's show in the more info box so y'all can check it out, because this boy knows singers and he has singers on his show, which I think is dope, and I've been following him for a while. So when I saw that he had Avery Wilson on the show, I was like, oh, okay, it's about to go down. And it went down, you know what I'm saying? And I was so happy because everybody is going off on Twitter, and everybody's been going off on Twitter since Saturday. And now y'all understanding why I have been talking about this dude since 2016. And now y'all understand why Clive Davis co-signed this dude. Because Clive Davis know voices. Hello, Whitney Houston. Hello, Aretha. Hello, Dionne Warwick. Hello. Let's just go down the line. He knows singers. And at the end of the day, this boy sings. And I'm going to give y'all a clip on what he did on the show. And I'm just going to let y'all listen. And y'all just going to have to see for yourself. Because I'm done with yelling at people saying that this boy can sing and he needs to be huge. So, just listen.
Sleep at night, but that was all before she came. I used to think love had to hurt to turn out right. But now she's here. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's man, but I switched it to girl. Do what you need to do. She fills me up. She gives me love. More love than I've ever seen. She's all I've got. She's all I've got in this world. She's all the girl that I need.
Come on, come on. That's enough. That's enough. That is enough. That is absolutely enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, that boy gets down. Do you hear me? Like, that was out of control. You hear me? Like, I'm like, what more do you need? That brother can sing his face off. I get serious because I was trying to tell people since 2016 that this boy can sing and he need to be huge. But hopefully from this video that he did with Terrell, people can understand. But anyway, about 2 weeks ago, Avery released his EP, FYI, and it's still in rotation for me because he's giving you vocals, you know, on songs like Dollar Bill and Do For You. He is singing for dear life, and the runs is crazy, and just the boy's giving you vocals, but he also understands where the music is today. He also has the current sound songs, which are What's the Move and Touchdown. And about 2 weeks ago, I talked about Touchdown on the show because I was like, I think that if anything, and we need a single from this EP, I was thinking that Touchdown would be one. So here is Touchdown if you guys haven't heard it. And here we go. Goes a little something like this. So. It's always gonna be a touchdown, down, down, touch. And when you tell me running this place, it's always gonna be a touchdown, down, down, touch. And when you're screaming my name, it's always gonna be a touchdown. Woo! Got a nice little beat on it, but you can still see he's giving you vocals. You know what I'm saying? He's not losing his artistic integrity. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. But again, Touchdown and What's the Move are dope. You know what I'm saying? But after watching Avery on Terrell's show again, I'll put in the more info box because y'all definitely got to check this dude out. He's funny, but he also knows vocalists, and he bring them on the show because that gives them another platform and it gives them shine. You know what I'm saying? But since that happened, I was like, I got to talk about this boy again. You know what I'm saying? So this joint, Used To, is a banger. It has a knock to it. And if he needs another single, this joint can be a single just as well. So here is Used To, and goes a little something like this. Here we go. Anything you say, yeah, 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 yeah. Trying to make it right, but there's no holding on to the past. Say yeah. Let me hear you say yeah, 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 yeah. Woo! And then that beat just, come on. Woo! God, I like talking about Avery Wilson because the boy is just gifted. You know what I mean? And I for real want y'all to check his EP out. You know what I'm saying? And like this song, you can relate to it. You know what I'm saying? Like people, you know, you might not talk to somebody the way you used to. You know what I'm saying? Things like that happen. And it's like, We need that. We need relatable music, especially what's going on in our world now. We need music we can relate to. And, you know, this EP, I want y'all to just check it out so y'all can just see the gift. And Avery Wilson, for real. But again, check him out. Also, if y'all want to, go check out some live performances. I'm telling you, that boy sings. He sings now, but listen, I already gave y'all a minute clip of him singing. And if y'all don't agree, something wrong with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's Used To, and that's the second joint on Current R&B Bangers from Avery Wilson. All right, so the next artist is another one of my favorite male vocalists. You know what I'm saying? See, I like some singers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about my boy Gene Noble. Now, I've been talking about this brother a couple of times on our Current R&B Bangers. He's from Kansas, but he moved to Long Island. And he was inspired by Prince and D'Angelo to pursue music. So once I read his story, that's one thing about me. When I listen to a song, yes, I might talk about it, but I want to know your story. I want to know where you're from, how you get into music and things like that. So once I read his story, I was like, okay, now I'm really interested. And then he can sing. So on my show, I talked about his joint with Keisha Renee, who was also on the Terrell show. His joint For Granted, one of my favorite songs of 2017 was Stolen Moments with LaShonda. And let me tell you, both of these duets, he's singing. You know what I'm saying? We need real vocals. I'm tired of these computer vocals, for real. But then I talked about his joint Never Know and his joint Expectations. Now, Expectations was a favorite of mine from the summer, and I actually talked about that on my segment on The Goodness, on my top 5 R&B bangers of the month. And y'all can check out The Goodness on Thursdays on 89.1 WFDU on iHeartRadio. I'll put that in the more info box as well. You know what I'm saying? That's just a plug, you know what I mean? But I talked about Expectations. It's a dope joint. It's smooth. You know what I'm saying? And when I talked about it on Current R&B Bangers, a lot of people really enjoyed this. So I was like, wow, that was great. So if you haven't heard Expectations, here's a sample of it from Gene Noble. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. You talking shit, I'm talking shit. Make you just want to stay in place and just, it's a smooth little joint, you know what I mean? And a lot of people really enjoyed it, and I didn't know, you know what I mean? This was a song that I just, you know, I've been following him for a while, and when I talked about it on Current R&B Bangers, I didn't know people was really going to enjoy it, and I really got a lot of feedback for it, so that's why I talked about it on my segment. But, you know, where was I at? Jesus, that song just took me for a loop. But, I was just so glad that my boy finally got a new record out, because this joint came out in May, if I'm not mistaken. Did it come out in May? Yeah, it came out in May. So I was happy that he got a new record out, because he is on tour right now, like with Sting and Shaggy, with his Only Love song, if I'm not mistaken, if that's what the title is. And he's like, yo, you follow him on Instagram, like he's in Spain and he's over here in Asia, and like he's just all over the place. And then he was on the Tonight Show. Like he's out here, you know, definitely getting a following, and I think that's so great, because he can definitely sing. So when I saw that he had a new joint out, I was like, okay, where he coming? It's another smooth joint. It's really like kind of a ballad type. And when I hit him on Twitter, I said, listen, you singing? And I was just like, Gene, you better tell us your story. You know what I'm saying? This can be everybody's story. You know what I'm saying? The song is called The Cost, and it's just so real. You know what I mean? And I definitely had to talk about it. So here is The Cost, and this is by Gene Noble, and it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Yes, yes. Woo! Too much. And the price goes up. Woo! Woo! Yes! Like, come on. Like, you don't trust like you used to. You don't love like you used to. They just want to use you. You know what I'm saying? But the cost is too much. And the price is always going up. That's in relationships, friendships, everything. I was just like, yo, this song is so dope. And yes, it touched, you know, because me, I'm an emotional listener. So when I listen to a song, I want it to take me back somewhere. And this song just took me back to a place where I was just like, damn, yo, like, I could understand where he coming from. People just use you, yo. Like, they really use you. And it's like, yo, you get to a time where it's costing too much to be a friend to you. Like, that, that joint just, you know, listen, it touched home for me. That's all I got to say. But, yo, listen, Gene, can we get a video for this? Because you didn't give us a video for Expectations. Can we get a video for this song and, like, really follow through with the lyrics? Like, this song is dope. Can we get some couple of live performances for real? You know what I'm saying? Because this song is definitely dope. The cost is on all streaming platforms, yo. Like, really, like, Gene can sing. I'm going to put his SoundCloud so y'all can check out some of those other songs that I talk about, like Stolen Moments and For Granted and Never Know, and a lot of these songs are dope. So, but the cause, banger, please check it out. And that's the third joint on Current R&B Bangers from Gene Noble. All right, so we are at the last artist, and the last artist I actually found on Spotify because, like I've been saying in maybe the past 7 to 8 videos, it's all about streaming. Streaming is where it is. You know what I'm saying? It took me a minute to kind of hop on, but you kind of got to get with the times, and streaming is just it. So, on Spotify, I went to the soul genre, and I saw this Something to Feel album by mmacayres. And, you know, now it caught me because, first of all, I never heard mmacayres. I was like, okay, who is this dude? And then I saw the title was Something to Feel. Now, for me as an emotional listener, if you're going to tell me this album is something to feel, then you got me. So I was like, let me listen to this album, and hopefully I feel something. And when I listened to it, I am glad I did, because I could have looked right over it, but I didn't, and the album is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dope. But of course, me, I gotta do my research, because if I haven't heard from you or heard you before, I need to know your story. So I found out that Mac is from New York, the hometown, and getting deep into who his influences was. He said he was influenced by Motown, so that was a check mark for me. He was influenced by Stevie Wonder. He was influenced by Teddy Pendergrass. But he said when he heard D'Angelo's Voodoo, he said that really like took him somewhere else. It like exploded him musically. You know what I mean? And from there, you know what I'm saying, he played his own instruments, and he's like a real artist. So it made sense to me that when he liked the Voodoo album, I'm like, we all know D'Angelo played the piano, the guitar. He was like the modern day Prince. You know what I'm saying? And he was very inspired by Prince. You know what I'm saying? So for me, and knowing that Mac plays all his instruments and he was, you know, influenced by D'Angelo's Voodoo, I was like, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So he released his first EP, I Know Enough. Listen, the song Wrong, I was just like, oh my God, this song is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, this song is dope. So of course I kept going, and he had the next one was Live from His Bedroom, which when you listen to the album, you kind of got a sound that he's in a room. You know what I'm saying? So he said he made it in his bedroom. You know what I'm saying? And the song Games and what was the other one? Alone With You are it. I'm telling you, like, once I go in, I'm going in. You know what I mean? So both of these EPs is on his SoundCloud. I'll put all his SoundCloud information in the more info box, so definitely check those out. But then he released, in 2017, he released his EP Drive Slow, which I'm still playing and I'm loving. You know what I'm saying? I might be playing it a little bit more than Something to Feel, even though Something to Feel is dope. But Drive Slow is so dope. Like songs like Show Me, Lonely, Change Your Mind, and Slow Down. Oh, Jesus. But where was I at? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I've been, rocking to Drive Slow a little more than I have with Something to Feel, because it's like I'm going back in his music and I'm just like, oh my God, where am I? Where have I been? But it's all good, because like I always say in my videos, like my bro Sin said, listen, better late than never. You know what I'm saying? But Drive Slow is on all streaming platforms, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm going to put all his SoundCloud in the more info box so y'all can check him out. But now we are at Something to Feel. And like I said, the album is dope, but it's a vibe and I love it. And he opened the album. That's how he got me. He opened the album with a Dilla, and the late Dilla inspired, like beat, and it's Next to You. And then come to find out, he was inspired by Dilla, and I was like, makes sense. D'Angelo's, the Soul Aquarians. Hello, I'm like, it makes perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is really an artist, and when you listen to his music, you can definitely understand that. But the Something to Feel, the joints that I like that are very, very good is Soon. I've always been that damn horn. One thing about me, if you can get me with a horn, I'm there. And that song, that horn comes in, everything. Waiting, This Bag, and Stay. The last song, Stay. It like touched me. And now I'm like, okay, he named this album Something to Feel. He's right, because I felt like it's just a feeling, it's a vibe, and I really, really enjoyed it. But I know the second single right now is Get to You Again, but I feel like if he needs a single and it needs to be the single. I hope maybe this was the first single and I might be off, but hey, it don't matter. This song is dope. It's entitled Under. It's so street, but it's still smooth, and I really want to talk about it. So here is Under, and this is by Ayres, and it goes a little something like this. I'm so excited to talk about this record. So here we go. Come on, man. Nice little groove, you know what I'm saying? Got the little red cup in you, got the drink in your hand, you just grooving to it. It's just so smooth. And I was like, yo, this was the song that I was kind of playing over and over again. And I was like, yo, I can see if a label push this song and really push it, like this song can like really, really get some buzz. And I think it's a great, great record. But again, y'all, please go check out Ayres, Something to Feel. Such a dope album. Like I said, I recommend it. It's on all streaming platforms. And listen, after you listen to it, tell me what you think about them. You know what I'm saying? Tell me maybe your favorite songs on the album. But listen, Something to Feel is so dope. And Ayres is definitely a dope artist. And I looked at a couple of his live performances. He's dope. You know what I'm saying? So definitely check him out. But that joint is entitled Under. And that's by Ayres. Alrighty, y'all. So that's it. That's your 4 joints for the week. They're coming from Mariah Carey with Stay Long Love You, Avery Wilson with Used To, Gene Noble with The Cost, and Ayres with Under. Now, all these songs are dope. Please go support them. Because I feel like they deserve shine. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be like, where's the R&B? We can't find it. I just gave you 4 joints. You know what I'm saying? And they got different vibes to them. You can dance to them. You can just kind of have a drink and just 2-step with it. It's just different sounds. And that's what we need. The radio rhythm, which really ain't it no more. But, you know, really these labels are pushing things with the same sound. Nobody has a sound of their own. And you got all these songs that I just gave y'all had a complete different sound. You know what I'm saying? But Again, support them. Listen, R&B is not dead. It's alive and well. You know what I'm saying? I want to. I be stuttering. Why I be nervous with y'all? But I want to shout out to, you know, my new subscribers. It feels so good to get like at least a subscriber a day. It's just so good when you guys just realize the passion and everything that I put into these current R&B bangers. Like, it's just so amazing. So I want to shout y'all out, and hopefully you guys will be back next week when I give y'all 4 new joints on next week current R&B bangers. But I'm going to get out of here because this topic is going to get maybe a little emotional for me, because 8 years ago this week, I got a phone call that really kind of changed my life. And my grandfather, he was sick since 2005. And he really was sick since 2005, but it got really bad in 2007. And, you know, my family definitely, we went through a lot. So in 2010, it was this Monday, and my mom called me, and she just called me for no reason. And I was just like, why? Like, Mom, why are you calling me early at work? And she was just like, oh, I just wanted to make sure you was okay. So the first thing that I did was I asked, how's Granddaddy? How's he doing? And she was like, well, he's doing the same and things like that. And I'm like, is everything okay? And she was like, yeah, everything's fine. I was just calling you just to, you know, make sure everything was okay with you, which I found kind of strange. So she was like, just call me when you get off of work, and, you know, or call me on your lunch. So I said, okay. So my lunch, I called her, and she said, I think you need to come home. And I'm like, well, why? And she was like, well, I think you need to come home. You know, it's Thanksgiving, and, you know, with all the traffic and things like that, maybe you need to leave a little earlier. I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'll go to my boss, and I asked him, can I leave? So, you know, I asked my boss, and he told me I can leave. And I took the train on, and mind you, I'm still in the back of my mind, like, you know, I hope Granddaddy's okay. But, you know, I got on the train, y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I got on the express train, and they had a bar on there, y'all. So, you know, I got busy, you know what I'm saying? But once I got off, you know, and, you know, I had a nice little buzz, and my mom picked me up from the train station. So I thought we were going straight home. And we went to the hospital, and when she parked, she was like, Granddaddy went cold blue this morning. And I said, oh, my God, that's why you called me. And she was like, yeah, but, you know, we knew you had to get home. So we didn't want you to kind of be worried, which I can understand that. But at the end of the day, I was still worried. You know what I mean? But thank God for the bar, because it kind of took me off of it a little bit. But, you know, once we got there, my grandma was like, you know, she had them take off all the tubes and things like that, because she did not want me to see that, because she said it didn't look good at all. And so when I went in to see him, he was off everything. He was breathing on his own, and we kind of knew it was the end. So we just, you know, me, my mom, my uncle, and my grandma, and kind of just sat around him and kind of, you know, prayed and things like that. But we kind of knew it was the end. And so, you know, that Tuesday we went home, and you know, we tried to not think about it, but it was still on our minds. So finally Wednesday morning we said, you know what, we're going to get up. You know, it's the day before Thanksgiving. My grandma wanted to cook and things like that. And we just started laughing and just thinking about the times that we went through with my grandfather, because, oh, was he a character. But love him, but was he a character. So, you know, we laughed, and we were going to the store, and they played a Sam Cooke record. And it's like the car went quiet, because Sam Cooke was his favorite artist. You know, and he's like a national treasure in my family, and we all love Sam Cooke. So when he played them, it just was like, it put a smile on our face, because we was like, oh, you know, we know Granddaddy's going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be all right. And when we went into the store, 5 minutes later, they called us and said that my grandfather passed 5 minutes ago. So I think when we heard Sam Cooke, it was like, I think he was telling us, y'all, I'm going to be all right, but I'm ready to be with the Lord. And so, you know, every year around this time is really tough for my family. It's like, yes, we want to be together, but this week is just such a upsetting time because it was like a really hard time for us. And for me, it just makes me so emotional. And promise I'm not gonna cry. But he was just the joy of my life, and he's the reason why I love music so much. And I remember him telling me, he was like, yo, you're gonna be a teacher. And I said, a teacher? I don't want to be a teacher. He was like, you're gonna be a teacher. He said, you're gonna be teaching something. And it's crazy that now I am teaching y'all about R&B music, and I'm telling you the different artists that you should listen to, and I'm doing throwbacks and giving you history. So he saw this and I didn't even see it. You know what I mean? So I wanted to go out with a Sam Cooke song, just, you know, in dedication to him. And Granddaddy, I love you and I miss you every day. And I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for you. So this is my dedication to him. I'm going to go out with his favorite artist, my favorite male singer, my family's favorite male singer, and we're going to go out with Sam Cooke. And hopefully, you guys, I will see y'all next week. So, here we go.
If I go 1,000,000 miles away,
I write a letter each and every day, 'cause honey, nothing can ever change this love I have for you. I'm out, y'all. Peace.